there, zillstar. In this video, we are going to play a little game, a little zilicious game that's going to get you zilling and improvising and having fun with the finger cymbals and hopefully allow you to sort of expand your creativity with these beautiful instruments. This is a call and response where I play, you respond, and we create some awesome music together. Are you ready? Let's dive in. My name is Sahira, and I'm here to teach you the beautiful art of belly dance. All right, so this is how this game works. I'm going to play a little riff, a little ditty on my cymbals, and you're going to respond by repeating that same riff. We're going to go back and forth with me playing like a 4 or an 8 count riff and you repeating that exactly back to me. Then, if it starts to feel pretty comfortable, I'll play a riff and you can use that as inspiration to create your own response that's a little bit different than what I did. If you're newer to finger cymbals, I invite you to try to repeat exactly what I do first so that you can get the feel and the flavor and the rhythm of what's going on before you venture off to create your own thing. Here is what we're going to be using inside the game. We're going to be playing with just one finger cymbal sound for now, our basic tone. And we'll be using a mix of different patterns. We'll use some 3s, we'll use some 5s, we'll use some 7s. If you're used to some of the common belly dance rhythm, you might hear a melody or something in there as well, but the sky is the limit. So I'll play, you'll respond, I'll call you in. Have fun with it. There's no right or wrong response. And then see if by the end, if you start to feel kind of comfortable, if you can create your own fantastic zill riff based on what you hear me play. And if you'd like to get more confident and clear on your finger cymbals, stay till the end of the video and I'm going to give you a bonus pro tip to help you improvise with ease. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to take like a medium tempo. You'll watch me kind of mark time with my body. This is a way that I can always make sure my finger cymbals are connecting with the inner heartbeat, the pulse of the rhythm or the music if we were playing with music. This will also be a good way for you to measure when it's your turn to play, that your 4 counts are ticking by at the same pace that mine were. So if we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll play something first for 4, and then you'll play next for 4. Yeah, 5, 6, here I go. Now you. Let's do it again. Again, I'll do the same thing. I'll do one more just like that. All right, now you got the hang of it. Let's go. Now you. I'm going to mix it up a little bit here. Another one. Nice. Last time through. Alrighty, fabulous dancer, how did that go? I bet you came up with some really fantastic stuff. Were you able to follow along? Were you able to match my pattern and my beat? And then were you able to kind of create your own thing? If you came up with something really interesting, let me know in the comments below. So here's that pro tip I promised you. This kind of call and response can be really helpful in helping you expand your zill vocabulary. While when we learn to finger cymbal, there's very common patterns and rhythms we often play, like the gallop pattern or the melody rhythm. There really isn't a rule that you have to play those very common patterns and rhythms when you play. You honestly can just kind of make stuff up and have fun. So the next time you pick up your finger cymbals, which I hope will be soon, I hope you do this kind of thing. Pick it up and start creating patterns. Anything you want. The important thing is that you connect to a steady beat. So in this case, we had a nice medium steady beat going, and then every riff I created was 4 counts, right? It started and ended within 4 counts. And you'll notice I tended to repeat them when you're improvising on your zills, be it with music or without. If you keep this sort of rule of 4 in mind, you'll often find this in belly dance drum solos too, where like a pattern will be repeated either exactly or almost exactly for 4 iterations. This is super useful, right? It gives you the chance to kind of hook into the rhythm, and then maybe on that last one, you vary it just a little bit before you dive into something new. This is an easy way to make your finger cymbal improvisation sound like it's going somewhere. Have a little repetition, not feel too random, and give you the chance to really hook into the music and have fun while you're playing. So now that you've done that, you are ready to move on and learn some cool new finger cymbal riffs and patterns with or without dance to expand your zill repertoire so you can be more comfortable and confident playing finger cymbals. So join me for a tutorial here and let's make some more music.